this summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now this time Mahomes will throw. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Mahomes now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
3rd down.
Now here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they'll get him down past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, and whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A huge play there on the screen pass. 58 yards.
40-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for the Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Chiefs 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mahomes going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Running on first down, Eckler. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down, Eckler. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
In on the tackle.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs, nothing.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Chargers 14. Chiefs nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 27, Mahomes. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before Herbert has it knocked free. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Their own 11-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Marlon Mack. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
A gain of 4.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He dumps this off to Mack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Hayward brought him down. A 3-yard pickup.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st down, Chiefs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They'll run the screen with Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
26-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Mahomes 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And 5 yards to go.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. This time they stay on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
You're ready to kick off for Kansas City.
So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Second and 11 now. From the 50, here's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Allen has it left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
For the field goal, a 53-yard attempt.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, My theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They can have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
In on the tackle.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down. That's the end.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Herbert now. He'll get this to Eckler. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but it'll be second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run the draw play with Mack. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Number 10.
Tyreek Hill. 41 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Butker now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And they have just now been able to block him and all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here is Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The handoff, it's Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
From the gun, Herbert. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a give running left is Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On the give, this is Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
3rd and 4.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And again this time to the tailback. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 31-yard attempt.
is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Past the 20. For a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Chargers 24. Chiefs.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Back to throw. Mahomes. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So, for the Chargers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.